Ahoy! Tony Milazzo, you are live and on board from Marina Del Rey Harbor. And my guest today is Ousa Khun.
What's up? How you doing, Jim Sua?
Yeah, good to have you, buddy. Glad you came out.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I mean, I got lost because the GPS Siri would give us the wrong directions. No, I'm kidding.
At least it was on land, right? They didn't give you the wrong directions in the middle of the water or something.
That would be disastrous.
I told you, if you go too far, it's a splash. So, you know, at least you didn't go too far.
It's all right. Our car is kind of waterproof.
Yeah?
I'm just kidding, no.
It's amphibious?
That's fins.
So, Ousa is a film director, and you also write, right? Do you write?
I'm not. It's one of my weaker, areas, but I do write.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like comical stuff, that's where I shine. But anything else, like if I'm writing dialogue for a doctor, I wouldn't know.
Right.
I'd be like, I would check his blood pressure.
Do you come up with any of the concepts, or?
I come with. So I run a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Called Adon, but now it's changed to Bermuda Triangle Entertainment, which is my company.
Okay, that's how they find it, Bermuda?
Yeah, you can find it by Googling Bermuda Triangle Entertainment.
Great.
Or typing in Adaunn, Adon. And that name is actually a name of a character I created in like this story I made. So I just decided to use his name. I mean, it was not, I never thought that channel would blow up like the way it did. So I was kind of stuck with the name.
Right.
I could have just named the channel Bermuda Triangle Entertainment from the beginning, but I had no idea.
You can't change the URL.
No,
now, right?
Unless I'm like a huge YouTuber, which I'm not, even though I've generated just my 28 videos online over 100 million views.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous, and I still average about 1 point.
How does that happen?
I have no idea.
On its own?
Yeah, on its own. I mean, I've only done it.
You didn't do anything.
I made the videos. Well, I shoot a lot of small little comedy sketches, and it started in 2011. I did my first video titled "Gang Fight Knocked Out." It looks like a normal, typical like caught on tape, gang fight footage.
Yeah.
But of course, those are all actors. Nobody knows that though. When they watch the first few seconds, they think, oh, it's a bunch of thugs fighting in the backyard.
Yeah.
So, and then, I don't want to give the spoiler away, but there's a little comedic twist in it, and then it turns into, this, go watch it for yourself.
What's the name of this video?
If you Google, Google Gang Fight Knocked Out, it'll be the first video you see and that's like right now 32 million views. I don't even keep track. It's just, and I still average, my channel still average like 1.5 million views a month.
Wow.
And I haven't done anything for the last 3 years.
There's people that work their butt off.
They go, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't
really know how to work.
And that was my first video. I was like, how do I come up with a video that will go viral? So I just created this formula in my head, called my friends up one day and just said, let's just go out and shoot. So I got like 15 people to come out, staged this fight, and then added my comedic twist to it. And then, the first day I got 1,000 views. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty, what the heck, what's going on,
Wow.
And then the second day, it got 2,000 views. I've never gotten that amount of views before in my life. So to me, it was like, okay, somebody's watching this. Somebody's, so by the third day, it hit 20,000. I was like, okay, something's going on here.
Wow.
So, and then by the end of the week, it hit 1 million.
Wow.
So my first video on YouTube hit 1 million views.
So if this stuff's going to go viral, it happens right away.
On the third day, actually, it landed on national television on a show called Attack of the Show on the G4 network. I had no idea,
Yeah.
My friend said, hey, your clip is featured on this show. I'm like, oh crap. What the hell's going on? Wow. So from 20, and then it got shared on.
Did they contact you for a release
or
anything?
They didn't say nothing.
Because once it's on YouTube,
because it looked like there was no credits, nothing. I designed it that way, so it looks like it's just, because a lot of those, that's the kind of style I do now. It looks like real footage caught on, just someone filming, like shaky cam or whatever. Yeah. And so I was like,
we're gonna have to talk. I got some ideas for that myself.
Well, a lot of people do, but it's just sometimes it's not easy trying to make a viral video. So that's the same, and that's what people started talking about in blogs, like, okay, it's his first video. Let's see if this guy can do it the second time. So, and at that time I only had maybe like 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers, and I was able to generate 1 million views off that. So I was like, all right, now I need to come up with another one. I was like, how do I do this? So I came up with another concept. We went out, shot it. I mean, there was no, big planning. It was just, I had an idea. I called up some friends that aren't even actors. They're just, well, one of them for the second video, yeah, one of them is. He's an inspiring actor, and, they all showed up. We just shot the sequence, uploaded it, and to my surprise, 1 million views the first week.
Oh.
Not only 1 million views, YouTube featured it on the front page of, I guess, like the European YouTube division. So when you log on to YouTube in the old days, you'll have featured videos, right?
Yeah.
And my video was featured on there. So that million, I believe it hit 3 million in the first month.
Wow.
And the title is called Stupid Guy Hits Girlfriend. And I think what made it more, because the fact that the actor was black and the female actor was white, so you have this like, this black guy's gonna, and then so everyone wanted to see this.
Yeah.
Of course it's staged, they're all actors.
Yeah.
And it was never originally intended to be a black and white character. They were supposed to be Asians, but those guys flaked out on me. So I was like, okay, I need actors. So my friends showed up, and then my other friends showed up and like, hey, this might work out better because now,
it did.
The race thing kind of gets people, it's. But anyway, so.
Well, they say the same thing about films, right? Every good scene has to have conflict.
Oh yeah.
So if you're going to shoot these little scenes, lots of conflict.
Yeah, but it was never intended for that. But now that video right now is, I think, 40 million right now. 40 million views.
Wow.
Even Yahoo wrote a little article thinking it was a real domestic violence video, but it wasn't. They never watched the whole thing. My videos are designed the first 15, 16 seconds. It's supposed to look real. So they're arguing in the parking lot, and he looks like he's about to hit her, and then boom, a surprise. And I'll just tell you now, because Spider-Man pops out. It's a silly concept. Spider-Man pops out of nowhere. He webs the guy's arm right before he can strike her, and then does his Spider-Man move.
That's funny.
Kicks him in the balls, and then knocks him out, rescues the girl, and then steals the car.
All right.
That's it. I mean,
classic.
Who would have thought?
I like what you do, though.
The silliest ideas.
I do that. I click the video, I watch it for a few seconds, and then I move on.
So of course, people are not happy about it because they think it's a real. They expect to see, I guess, some real violent, him to hit a girl, but it's not, so they get disappointed. And then to other people, they will stop. They won't watch it. They watch the first 15 seconds, and they'll click thumbs down, thinking it's a real video. Yeah. So and then when they watch the whole video, it's like, oh my God, it's a skit. I had no idea. So
good stuff.
But yeah, just those two videos, and I did it. I did 2 consecutive viral videos back to back, which is rare. A lot of those other YouTubers, they don't count. They already have millions of subscribers, so whenever they do release a video, it's gonna get, it gets millions. It's so by default anyway because of their amount of. But for someone who has very little subscribers, I guess that's pretty good. That's
incredible.
Yeah. So, and then of course they were talking about, can you do it a third time? I was like, I don't know. It's not easy to come up with these concepts, So, and I used the same formula. I did my third video, and well enough. It took a little longer, but by the end of the month, it hit 1 million. So I did 3 videos with over 1 million views in the first month.
Wow.
Which is like, I don't know how it happened, but I guess people watch it. Somebody's watching it.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
It might be some little kid just clicking it over. I don't know, but that's just YouTube. That's just the YouTube side. I'm only doing YouTube just to build my audience for my features.
Yeah.
So in a way, I actually went reverse. Like all these YouTubers now, they all want to do movies.
Right.
Where I've been already doing movies and features.
Right.
Now I'm going back to YouTube.
Right.
So I'm going in reverse. So. Yeah. Because I want to have that audience too. Imagine having.
Well, with all this media, everybody wants to do all
but
this
imagine, I have a friend called, his name is Ryan Higa. He goes by Nigga Higa. He has probably, 29 million subscribers?
Wow.
He has his own, he doesn't need Hollywood. So imagine if he came out of a movie. 28 million people are there. One click of a button. He could just sell DVDs. Yeah. So imagine half that, buying a DVD or a movie ticket. He don't need Hollywood distribution anymore.
No.
He can do it completely independent and still make a stupid amount of money. So, but
Hollywood's changing, huh?
It is, and everybody's trying to adapt. Everybody, the studios, and they're all trying to adapt to.
Yeah. People are tired of getting ripped off of their art form.
It happens.
And now they can put it out.
Yeah, now they can cut out the middleman and everybody else and just go directly, put distribution through iTunes or whatever. There's so many outlets to showcase your work and sell it. So
yeah. Okay, so we're very lucky to have him here today. He's usually up in Northern California, right?
I'm way north now.
Way north
I'm away from Hollywood. People think you should be living in this, but I tell people, dreams can happen anywhere now. And it has, you know. Look at these. Look at just for like YouTube again. These
Yeah.
guys are doing videos in their bedrooms
Yeah.
from countries we don't even know yet. We never knew existed.
Yeah.
And they're famous now.
Yeah.
They have an audience. They're making millions.
Yeah.
And they do it in their bedroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They never even stepped foot in Hollywood, and they still a lot of them are still there. They're comfortable.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, that's not what I want to do. You know, I want to make
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I'm you know.
Well, let's talk about that. Movie making. I met you on a set with your brother, right?
Yeah.
Coast Mafia.
Yeah, we did
And-
the TV pilot.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
And looks fantastic. I really thought for sure that was getting picked up, but Hollywood's crazy. You know.
Well, I mean, I don't want to starting a drama, but
Yeah.
this is still potential. But just we have, I guess you can just say, creative differences between producers.
Right.
So we kind of weren't on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted, you know, go this route. They wanted to go that route. So we just couldn't come to an agreement. So that's why Coast Mafia is just kind of like in the back burner now.
Good.
So, but there's still a lot of potential.
Yeah, good.
I mean, I could see it on like AMC or something, you know.
Oh yeah.
I could see on a like.
I watched the trailer now.
Yeah.
And I came in on it late.
Yeah.
You guys made a part for me.
Yeah.
And now I watch it back and I really get the show and the feel of the character.
Yeah,
So
I mean, there's
really
so many
ready for
ways
that.
you can
Yeah.
you know run with that movie, you know, that
Yeah.
TV show. So I mean, like I said, there's a lot of potential.
Mhm.
It's
So that's where I met you, and you were talking about a whole bunch of your film projects, and now you're here. I'm so glad you're here. I've been trying to get you here for months.
yeah. No, I came here just for a little break,
Okay.
and yeah, and I figured, you know, I might as well do Tony's show while I'm
Yeah.
at it, you know, while I'm here. So, but I'm leaving today, and then I'm headed out to Vegas for my world premiere for a film I did called The Red Herring a couple years ago in Vegas.
Oh wow,
So
great.
we're
The
having
Red Herring.
It's called Red Herring. It's a neo-noir, like a crime drama. I just call it a crime drama, a murder mystery.
Oh great.
So we shot that in Las
Really?
Vegas. I was there for about 2 months. It's funny, I got the job on Craigslist. I was just answering. I was just saying, this is a couple years ago. I wasn't doing anything, and I don't live in Vegas, but I already have my resume and demo reel ready. So it was just like a click of a button.
Yeah.
Just send it out, and see who gives me a call. And then, you know, this production company called me because they were looking for a director. So I didn't expect anything, you know. I mean, I was like, who are these people again? Oh yeah, that's right, the Vegas thing. So, and then, you know, next thing you know, they're like, hey, we like what you're doing, and we like the fact that, you know, and what stood me out from everybody else is that I could make a film with very little. And they saw the work that I was doing, and, you know, people thought, you know, there was hundreds of thousands of dollars of budget, but I told them, no, man, that's like $500. I did that film for $500. They're like, what? It's like, okay, we need this guy on our film, because, you know, they're indies, low-budget indie.
And they know everything's going to be on the screen.
Yes, yeah, well, yeah, and then, you know, so...
There's so much waste in Hollywood and even in a lot of indies, but, you know, you got to be real careful.
The amount of money they waste just on, like, just using cars. Like, what's that new Bond film? They said, what, 80 million on just cars alone?
Oh, my God.
Just driving cars
Really?
and destroying cars? Yeah, about 80 million, something like that. That's crazy. I mean, imagine what I could do with just, like... like a micro percentage of that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, because I grew up with nothing, and I learned how to make nothing out of something. So, but anyway, so
That's what it's about, huh?
Yeah.
Those are the filmmakers. That
And, you know, I like challenges, you know? I don't like it
Mhm.
that easy, and if it's too easy, then, you know, it's just not, I don't really...
What's the genre on this Red Herring?
It is a...
You said it was a thriller,
it's
like
a suspense.
drama,
It's
suspense,
a thriller,
right?
suspense, and a touch of horror.
Okay.
I added that element there, so
Okay.
just to give it a little more mystery.
Mhm.
So it's one of those films where, you know, you kind of have to guess who the killer is. So you got to pay careful attention to the story and the characters, and, you know, and everybody who's seen it couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was like, I guess I did my job pretty well.
Oh, great job.
I don't want to leave clues in films, you know,
I
because
wanna
in life
see it.
sometimes there is no clues, you know. Sometimes it just
Mhm.
happens like that, and it's like, oh wow, I had no idea, you know. But there are clues. It's just my clues are very subtle.
Yeah.
So
Good.
so
can't
yeah,
wait to
so that's
see
why
it.
no one is able to predict it. And movies that are too predictable tends to be kind of, you know, it's like I don't want to see it anymore because I already know what happened, you know.
Right.
So this is kind of like, it has that sixth sense kind of vibe to it, you know. Like
Excellent.
you watch it and you go, okay, I don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden we hit you with the the plot twist, like, oh my god, oh shoot, and now you go back and okay, I start to see all the clues. So
yeah, you're
but I
making
left
me wanna see this
I
now.
left very little on purpose, you know, because I want to make it challenging for people, because movies nowadays are so predictable.
Oh yeah.
Like, and that's why it ruins. Like, a lot of movies it's hard watching movies when you're a filmmaker. Because you're always you
I know what's coming up
overanalyze
next.
it. Yeah.
And there's only a couple of twists.
And you're always looking
twists.
at the technical side of things, like,
Yeah.
oh, that's like a 50 prime, or
Yeah, I'm a writer, so I'm
Yeah.
like, one of three things can happen right here and now. 4 or 5 if you get
Right,
creative, but they always go with the same 1 or 2 choices.
yeah.
You're like, oh,
well, you know, Hollywood
it is.
has their formula, and it's like, you know, But this one, you know, we're indie. We do whatever we want, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're an artist. You're a true artist.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then, you know, I mean, and also I didn't know Red Herring picked up a bunch of awards too. So we won 2 Best Pictures from this festival, and then I actually got 2 Best Director awards,
Wow.
which is kind of I had no idea. I wasn't expecting
Good
anything.
for
You
you.
know, I just do films, and then you know, let it sail away and see where it goes, and move on to the next one. So.
Any particular genre that you like to stick with? Like, was this a little out of the ordinary for you? Or
No, I like it all. I like it all.
Yeah.
I mean, my first feature was a horror film.
Mm.
So that was back in 2006. It's called Tears. You know, we had a budget of $10,000, and you know, we did the best we could for, you know, back then. I wish we had the cameras and the technology now. You know, our film would have looked that much better.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, that's what we had back then, so that's what we used.
Yeah.
So we did the best we could, and it was a great learning experience for me. It's my first movie, so I learned a lot. You know, I failed a lot. That's how I was able to
become a better filmmaker, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm still improving, but it did definitely pave the way. You know, so yeah, so you know, I mean, Tears. It's not online. We had there's a lot of drama behind, which I won't mention about it too much. But all my friends who knows the kind of stuff we had to go through to get that film made. But it's done. You know, we put it out and moving on. You know, so.
Yeah. Now, what do you have on deck? What's going on next?
Well, right now I have my next feature I'm working on, which I'm actually we're gonna start principal photography end of November through January. So I mean, since everybody's schedule is all over the place, and so I'm gonna try to shoot whatever I can with whoever I can, and just piece it all together down the road. So we're gonna be filming in Northern California. Cities in like City of Fortuna and Crescent City, Eureka, everything, all up north, off the coast of 101. And actually Hollywood shoots there a lot too. So Daniel Radcliffe was just there for his movie called something Pocket, I don't remember. Daniel Radcliffe, the kid from Harry Potter.
Right.
So he was there up there in Eureka, and Kristen Dunst was there. So I didn't know. I mean it's a beautiful place, a lot of nice scenery. So I can see why they chose that location. So. But I'm there, and I'll be working on my film there. It's basically, just think Ghostbusters, but a more serious Ghostbusters. You know?
Okay.
So that's what I can give you. But it's going to have a very international cast. So it's going to be told. It's going to have it's tad different.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I'm not using.
Do I make a special appearance?
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot of budget, so you know, I mean, whoever can come out and get out.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna try to get at least 1 or 2 decent, recognizable names in the film.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, I mean,
see what happens? He opens the door that much, and I just jump right through it. You see that?
Hey, if you see a crack, go for it. I mean,
stick my whole body in there when they open the door.
Yeah, I'll have a part for you. That's no problem. Might have to kill you off early on, but
I enjoyed when I was on the set that day. You know, I had some great conversations. I know you were talking about. I wanted to throw it out there. Not sure if you want me to, but I'm throwing it out there. Confused.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were telling me about.
That's gonna be our.
You had me do some martial arts moves, and you took some photographs.
Yeah, when people hear the name Kung Fuse, that's our big film. That's our biggest film.
It sounds fantastic.
That film it's going to be in the millions because we have it's huge. Yeah. I mean, there's big stages. It's a lot of cost. It's going to be epic. I mean, I can't say too much.
I was hoping you were going to be saving that one for the big budget.
So that's going to be our that could be the film. I don't know. That could be the film that make my brother and I like household names.
Yeah.
Because we pitched bits and pieces of it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And just the title itself, they were already interested.
Oh yeah.
They're like, we need to talk about that film. And then we was just kind of like, okay, you know what? We don't want to give anything out to Hollywood because, you know.
They take and run with
right,
it.
Right, and they can add their own little things to it. So
Yeah.
we're very secretive of that project, that particular project. But that's going to be huge. So it's going to be a rare gem that we're taking everything that we've grown up to love, we grew up watching, and we're going to put it all in this one film. So, you know, you'll have your martial arts, where you'll have your love story, you'll have your, you know, drama, you'll have your big set pieces, amazing characters.
Yeah.
Characters is going to be, you're never going to see characters like that in any other movie.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, that's later
the
down.
The things that I've watched that you've worked on are very character-driven.
Yes, a lot of our films
I
are,
like
you
that.
know. I love characters, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people would meet.
Yeah, let's face it, in the world, everybody's not pretty in Hollywood, and, you know, so there's characters out there.
No, that's going to be a big film, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk more about that as we get closer to, you know, the script is somewhat completed. So, I mean, it's going to be a pretty magical film. So,
not to go backwards, but
you go backward, forward.
We're going to go backwards a little bit. So, when did you know you wanted to make films? I mean, you didn't come out of the womb and somebody handed you a camera, so.
No, I mean, you know, I'm originally from Cambodia. We were born in a city called Battambang. So I have an identical twin brother. People don't know that. They see me and they just see him. They go, oh, he changed clothes pretty fast. No, but you know, we're twins. You know, we're twin brothers, and so you know, we grew up in a village. Cambodia at the time was just the wars. Just in Cambodia during the 70s, we went through like this war where what is it?
Genocide.
Yeah, basically we're genocide survivors. You know, my mom had to walk thousands of miles with other refugees. They don't know where they were going, but they knew that if they stayed where bombs were being dropped, they're not going to make it. So they walked thousands of miles north to the Thai border. Yeah, so, but anyways, so I was a baby back then, so I don't remember a whole lot, but I hear a lot of stories, and, you know, eventually, you know, I can tell that story. And there's a lot to it. I'm just being very kind of vague about things, but...
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, so, we were like refugee babies. You know, we came from a very poor village. We didn't even have a house. We literally... like lived in bamboo huts. You know, it's hard to imagine. Like people are talking about like the ghettos, you know, difficult. And I was like, just try growing up in the village, man. You know, comparison. You know, we were literally living in dirt, like on dirt. So, but anyways, so you know, we came here in the 80s. We got sponsored and came to America, and you know, film was not even existed. I mean, we watched films, but I never understood it. I thought they were real. You know, we watched my dad was fascinated with Hollywood, so we would always rent out like horror films, which is like the one of the bigger genres that we. And I thought Jason was real for the whole time. Freddy Krueger, I thought they were all real people. So I was kind of traumatized. And eventually, you know, of course, I knew, oh, it's just filmmaking. That's make believe.
Yeah.
So, but I wasn't interested in film yet. But I was just fascinated. But I never thought I would end up becoming a filmmaker down the road. So, but I didn't go to school for film. I graduated in design. I'm a graphic designer. So that's why I graduated college. So in design. So that's what I did for a little bit, and then for some reason it always drew me back to the love of filmmaking, because I used to do it a little bit, just with my brothers, and we'd film and do little kung fu skits here and there, So, but we never said that this is what we're gonna do until probably late in high school, like senior year. It's when we started thinking, this could be a career, we don't mind doing this, but we knew it was difficult to get in since we didn't live in LA or didn't even know how to even get into the industry, but we had a lot of ideas, so we would just film. It was mostly kung fu films, because that's what we grew up like watching. We love kung fu film, martial arts, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Jet Li.
Oh yeah, fun
so
stuff.
So yeah, I mean, and then it just eventually evolved, and we started taking it more seriously. And then Sammy, my twin, he did it first. He was more involved, and he says, "This is what I want to do for a living," but I was still a designer. And then after that, I pretty much dropped out of college to become a full-time filmmaker. One day, I think it was like 2002 or something like that.
And what were you going to college for?
The graphic design.
Oh, it was graphic design.
Yeah, I was going to get a bachelor's in arts and design and do animation, but I was like, no man, I love film. This is where my heart is at. So I stopped it all and said, enough of college. I'm gonna just do film full-time as.
Did
as
you have
much as I can.
everybody's encouragement and backing, or everybody like you're crazy, you're not going to make any money?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, the money thing, because they knew it was hard. I mean,
Yeah.
they're like, name somebody that's successful doing film. I'm like, oh, I don't know anybody. So, but I loved it. It didn't matter. I mean, I'm doing what I love, and I
you're
haven't
really
stopped.
good at it.
I guess.
You're really good at it.
Thanks, I
Yeah,
guess.
you are. Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying to do the best I can.
You're a true artist, very creative.
Well, thank you.
I like your work.
Thank you.
I like your work. Am I kissing enough butt for a role yet? All right.
You already got the role. You didn't have to.
Nah, truly, if you haven't checked out his work, tell everybody again where they can check out some
You
of
can,
his stuff.
well, I mean, you can look at my YouTube, but don't judge me just off my YouTube, because some people think, oh, he's another YouTube filmmaker. No,
So how about the films?
I've done 8 features before I even got.
So how do you find those features?
Oh, well, the first, I've directed 3, and then the rest, I was just an editor on it.
Okay.
So, because I wasn't comfortable enough to take on directing, or
Right.
I just didn't like the story, so I would just say, hey, can I edit for the film? And they're like, okay, yeah, sure, anything. I mean, craft service, I'll do craft services too. I don't care. It's filmmaking. I love it.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Being on the set. It's like it's a big festival.
Yeah.
Right. Every day.
You get to meet a lot of cool people.
It's
and
crazy.
you get to
It's
learn a
so
lot of
much
new
fun.
things. Yeah, and I enjoy it. I enjoy every aspect of filmmaking. So from the costume design, and it's all fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a passion for it.
Yes,
That's what I like
definitely.
about you. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to work with you too.
Yeah, you will.
You got to. I cling to those people who are passionate about it because I'm really passionate about it.
Yeah, and I love working with other passionate people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of magic that can happen.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
get a group of people who all share the same dream. And,
Yeah, and a good director who knows how to let them run.
Yeah.
A lot of directors try to control it
I
a
don't
little
consider
too much.
myself that great. I'm still learning a lot.
Yeah.
But you grow every time you finish and accomplish a feature or a film. So I know
Since we're talking about that, I'm kind of saying something about that. So how do you work with your actors? I'm curious. I'm not sure how much you also knew about actors and how they work, and every actor works differently. But do you just kind of let them run? Do you have a strong hand and try to control it, or you step back a little?
When I cast people or I hire people for a certain position, I hire them based on their abilities. Like a composer. When I hire you to score, I hire you because I love your music. I love your style. I love that sound you create. That's give me that sound. So I don't want to tell somebody I want this, I want that. I give them that freedom, because it becomes, I can't always try to, because in a way I score myself too. I actually before all this, before filmmaking, before graphic design.
You're a music guy?
Yeah, I played like classical piano.
Oh wow.
So and I write and I compose and do all that stuff way before all this, and then. But it's good that I have that background because now I can I have scored for my own films, but it's just so much work. I'd rather hire. So when I do hire, because if I'm gonna tell them what to do, I'm just gonna rather do myself. But when I hire a composer, I let them run with it because I know their sound, I know what they can do. So
you're a true Renaissance man. You're multi-talented, multifaceted. You're a Renaissance.
I just love
man.
what I do.
Do you know what that is? Renaissance man.
Yeah,
Use that. You're a Renaissance man. You are.
So, but with actors, it just really depends. If it's a character I completely made up, that's unique, and that's just then I have to kind of give them directions. But if it's just like a regular doctor, I let them run with it. Because they're an actor, they're professional. They should know how to. And if they're not doing it right, then I just kind of guide them. So until we get to that right direction, and boom. Wow. It shouldn't be too complicated. Unless the character is very complicated, then you give some sort of direction or idea, or so, but it's I never really had much difficulty working with actors. Yeah. So unless they have never acted before, and then it becomes a problem. Then we have to coach them, but usually we never have time to be like, okay, because when we shoot, it's quick. We don't really do like 20, 30 takes or anything like that. It's a couple takes and then we're done. So
nice and fresh too.
Yeah.
And I'm a method type actor.
I've worked with a lot of method actors. Yeah.
I could do one take. It's like let's do this. And
I mean if it doesn't work,
then
keep
going.
Yeah. So it's and that's why audition process is important. So because from there you'll know if this person is capable of handling that character. or giving more depth of that, for that character. So
now, do you find, because I go to auditions all the time, do you find that, because I'm always thinking this, they already know what they want, it's in their head, they see it, and it's like, bam! It's just like bam for you when the guy walks in the room with the girl, and you're just like, this is the character.
Sometimes, but I'm usually pretty open-minded, so I usually kind of, I don't want to be too, unless it's a character that I believe, okay, this is it, you know, but most of the times, I leave it open, because you never know what you'll get. Sometimes they might add a new
dimension or something.
Yeah. So I'm open. But there's a few times when someone walks in, it's like, that's it. That is the face I want. That is the sound. That's the guy. That's the person. So yeah. But it's rare.
I think that's actually how I was auditioning for, I'm trying to remember the show, one of those repo shows on TV.
Yeah.
And as this new New York Italian guy who comes in and rearranges everything, right, for the company or whatever. And I was right there, and somebody came in and grabbed me and was like, oh, we're doing this film over here, whatever. And I came in, and I remember shaking your hand, 2 or 3 people's hand, and asking about the audition, and you guys were like, that is the audition. You're it. I was like, okay. I was like, wow, that was pretty easy. I'm glad I was the guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. No, sometimes you never know. You
I
just
wasn't even there for that.
Yeah. You just never know. Sometimes you walk in and you want to play this character, and they see you for somebody else.
Yeah.
And I do that a lot too. So they're like, hey, we want to play this guy, or I want to play this, and I'll be like, oh no, you need to play this person. So yeah, that happens.
So I want to thank you for coming out to the boat, and also about the boat. Let me ask you, how much boating have you done, or any water sports, any of that in your life?
I've been on a few boat rides. Nothing, it's just on a jet ski or.
Yeah. They all turn out well.
Going to the go to the lake. I almost drowned once. So I'm kind of,
let's hear about that.
Yeah, no. It was. I think it was last year, I believe. Or was it this year? I can't remember.
Last year.
It was last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost drowned. I mean, I ate. I was on a full stomach. And I could swim, but for some reason, let's just say I panicked. I just thought, I have no idea what happened, but maybe I cramped up and I panicked and I almost drowned. And my twin actually saved my life. I actually went underwater because I felt like I couldn't move anymore. Like I don't know what happened, but I just couldn't paddle. Yeah. And I just went under. And my brother saw me. He went in and pushed me to shore, and thank goodness. I would have been dead.
Yeah.
So there would have been no Confused. There would have been no more YouTube.
All right. Well, that's not. I tell everybody who comes on the boat and they goes, I don't swim. Or, I go, it's a different sport. Okay. This is boating. Stay in the boat.
Yeah, no, but I'm fine, though. I'm fine. We have life jackets, right? So we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We got life jackets. So before we go, I do want you to give some, some comments or an inspirational word to other people who are out there who have a dream about filmmaking, whatever part of the world they're in. What would you say and what would you have to say to somebody just getting started or has the dream?
Well, first of all, I mean, it's simple. Don't give up. I mean, if this is something you love to do, keep doing it. You'll reach your destination, whatever it may be. But if you're gonna come in here and do it for the fame and money, you're gonna be very disappointed. So, but if it's something you're passionate about, that in a way is already you're gonna succeed. Yeah. So, because you love what you do already. So just keep doing it. So I'm happy where I'm at, and then once you start putting out good work, you're gonna get recognized. I mean, it's the money will come. So, but yeah, I mean, really, just don't give up, because if you stop running, that's it, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's really that simple. Don't stop running. You gotta keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Believe.
Keep moving it forward.
Believe, and if you believe, others gonna believe in you too. So. I mean, it's really, it's harder to do, but I mean, you just gotta keep moving. Just gotta keep moving forward. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fail a lot, and that's part of the learning process. That's part of success. Mm-hmm. It's failing. Mm-hmm. So expect that. And I failed a lot. I'm still failing, but I'm learning every single time, and I'm improving. Now I know what potholes to avoid. Now I see potholes, so I can move around it now.
Yeah.
So failing is showing those holes in life that now you know what to avoid. So just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
You'll reach it.
Good stuff.
So
where can everybody find you one more time?
You can you can find, I mean, if you want to, kill some brain cells, you can watch my YouTube channel under A as in Apple, D as in Dave, A, U as in unicorn, and 2 N's, N as in Nancy, Adon. Or you can just type in Bermuda Triangle Entertainment. That's if you want to watch the YouTube. But if you want to watch the features, actually my last feature called The Red Herring, the crime drama, neo-noir murder mystery, it will be out in stores November 10th, nationwide.
Excellent.
So you can probably see it on Netflix. I don't know. So I'll pick it up at Best Buy.
Yeah. Google it.
Yeah, or Google it. Try not to torrent it. Support the indie filmmakers, please. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you very much. For
thank
coming
you. Thank
out.
you. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you.
You're going to come out again soon.
Yeah, I'll be around. I'll be around. So I mean, I have a lot of friends in LA. So they're like, you need to come visit us because I know you don't like to be in LA, but I'll come out, friends.
You are welcome anytime. Anything I need to plan ahead for you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And you always have a place to stay right here on board Bellinote.
We'll film more. We'll do a YouTube skit here.
Yeah,
it might go viral. Who knows?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
So
we've got the toys here in the backdrop.
Yeah,
right?
I mean
on the water. We've got boats. What else do you need?
I have 100,000 subscribers sitting there waiting for me to do something. So I need to get my butt going. Right. But I've been busy with YouTube. I mean not YouTube. Sorry, I've been busy with my features.
Yeah.
So and then other work that pays the bills and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we'll do some fun stuff.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And I'll have you
I think I might be getting motion sickness because
she's moving
the whole
around.
boat is moving.
She's moving around. Yes, she is.
It's that giant hurricane in Mexico coming.
It's coming. It's coming. Did you want to introduce your friend?
I have Vanny. Vanny, thank you. She's my ride here to Long Beach. So she's she helped provide the room and board, or else I'd be homeless.
Is this your PR girl too?
Yeah. I said Vanny is my publicist.
Your publicist?
who writes negative things about me.
Hey, negative is positive.
Yeah, we turn it into a positive.
Any news is good news, right?
Because negative news attracts people. So
Exactly.
they're going to read it, and then at the end it's like, just kidding.
Excellent.
LOL.
Yeah, we may have to talk. You may have to make up some bad stuff about me.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody else is, so what the heck, right?
People like drama, I guess,
They love it. Makes the world go around. Thanks, guys, for being here.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
My guest today, Ousa Khun. You've been listening to Live and On Board from Marina Del Rey Harbor aboard Bellinote. Ahoy. Till next time.
Ahoy. Ahoy. Awesome. I'm always sweating. Thank God there's no camera on me.